Hi everyone, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Holland Illustrations. This is a new design team for me and I'm working with Bunny blowing a kiss. How cute is this image? This is one of the digital stamps. So Holland has an Etsy store, so I'll have all of the links below the video and also on my blog if you'd love to check them out. This image is just adorable. I decided I didn't want to do an Easter image with this, even though it is a little bunny. I wanted to make a Mother's Day card. So here in Australia, we do have Mother's Day coming up in May. So I thought I'd get a start on those. I don't usually sell a lot of Easter cards, so that's why I decided to do a Mother's Day card. So I printed the image onto some Express-It blending card and I'm colouring it in with Copic markers. So I've put a little dot on my desk, so I'm trying to make sure that I put my lids out so that you can see what colours I'm using when. The whole point of the dot is to remind me to put my lid there. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to keep zoomed in on my image and I'm trying to keep my image on screen, but you guys know what it's like when you're trying to colour and you're moving your paper around, but we got there in the end. So I am using some of my neutral grey markers to colour this little bunny in, just to give him a little bit more tone, and yeah, I just didn't want to do the C markers today. So I will have all of the Copic markers listed on my blog as well. So when I do my Copic colouring, I always lay down a coat of the lightest colour first and then I'll go darkest to lightest. That's what I'm doing on this one. So I'm just working my way through each section at a time, trying to do all the sections that are actually a section as such, and then I'll go in and do all the bigger areas. So that's what I'm doing here. So I'm trying to flick in the colour just to give it a little bit of a fur look. And then I'm going to go in and colour his belly and around his mouth area just in the lightest of the grey markers. So I wanted it to kind of look white, so I blended it out using the Zero Colours blender as well. So now I'm going in and colouring in the grass, so I'm using some of my G markers. I'm using G43, G03 and G46. So I'm just using a flicking motion to create the look of some grass there. Going in and colouring all of the hearts in using some R markers. And I did add some Uniball white Signo to the hearts and to his cheeks and his little nose. So now I'm going to start the card process. So I'm using a Lawn Fawn stitched square die. I ran that through my Sizzix Big Shot, and then I decided to add a few little more details in using my white marker. Here I'm using a Crafter's Choice patterned paper pad. This is actually an old paper pad that I've had in my stash for a very long time. I just wanted to use some nice pastel colours on my card, and I knew that this paper pad would be perfect. So I've cut one small layer close to the size of the image so you could see a little bit of the pattern but not too much. So I decided to go with a very simple design on this card. I decided I'll just do a sentiment and just make it very simple, not a lot of embellishments, etc. So I'm preparing my cardstock using my EK Success powder tool, and I'm using some Versamark watermark ink and some American Crafts Zing. This is the pastel in the rose colour. Cleaning off my stamp straight away. And that's my card pretty much done. I'm just adding those last few layers, popping it down onto a Kucha Creations card base, and that's it. So I thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye!